Hey Flosstube, it's Emily C. Emily Savaro. I do a channel on cross stitch, and occasionally I talk about plants as well. I'm introducing myself because I'm sure that there are some new people, and it's been like 2 months since I've filmed. It's been really crazy. I filmed before my birthday, and a lot has happened since then. I celebrated my birthday. One of my coworkers went out on maternity leave. One of the big reasons that I have not been here. We're getting ready for reaccreditation at my work. We swore in a new class. I got like half of my maternity leave workers, volunteers, and half of the new class. You know that burning image of the room that came out during the pandemic of the dog, and he's just sitting there and he's like, this is fine. That's where I'm at. This picture. So yeah, I feel like I've been burning the candle from both ends. I've been working weekends. This too shall pass. It will get better. I love my job. I love the work that we do, but sometimes it is just a lot, and that is just the nature of the work. But that's just an explanation for why I haven't been here. I went out of town for work. On top of all of that, we are contractually obligated to attend this one meeting twice a year, and this one they did down in St. Simon's Island in Georgia, which it's beautiful. It was wonderful. It was a long drive. It was a long drive there and back. And if you are familiar with Georgia, you know that driving through Atlanta ever is a nightmare. I drove through it on the way back, or on the way there. No problem. I went through mid-morning on a Tuesday. I was going to end up coming back north through Atlanta at rush hour on a Friday. And yeah, I didn't do that. I literally drove all the way around to get up here because like I looked at the traffic and it was just red. I need to get a peach pass. Yeah. Emily is super stressed out hair. So if you see me with my hair like this, you know, I don't have time to do anything else to it. And I don't really care. So I see these women who come to work or go out, and every time they go out, they like look perfect. And like they have this hair that's apparently never frizzy, and they just have these perfectly styled curls that just stay that way for days. I don't think I was raised to know even how that works, or like no one ever taught me how to do that. So, I mean, I just do the best I can. I'm not one of those women, and I don't think I ever will be. It just is what it is. So this is what you get when Emily is stressed and doesn't have time to really care about how she looks. I did put it on a decent shirt for you guys though, so there's that. The very first thing I want to address is I told you guys at the last video that I had gotten above and maintained 10,000 subscribers. I'm logging into my laptop if you're wondering what I'm doing. And that I was going to choose a winner for this project bag. And also the person is going to win this start of mine. It would help if I held it where you could see it. All the fabric, the start, the thread, there's a little pair of scissors going in here, and a bunch of other just fun stuff. I finally drew a winner for this. The winner is, I'm gonna put her name right here where I use the comment picker to do it, and Sean in AZ, or Sean in Arizona. And Sean, when I looked you up on YouTube, your name is Sean either Winrich or Winrich. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it. But Sean, I will find you if you don't find me first. And and gather your mailing information, and I'll get that out to you this week. I'm working from home today. This is my lunch. It's like 12:30. This is my lunch, so there's that. I'll try to make this as informative and thorough but short as possible. And I'm taking off on Friday. I have so much overtime banked at the moment. I can. And are there plenty of things I could do on Friday? Yes, there are. But Emily needs a break. So I'm taking a mental health day on Friday. But the downside of that is my in-laws are coming into town on Friday. I love my in-laws. I could not have asked for better in-laws. But that just means that the weekend is going to be very full of family dinners and things like that. And it won't have a lot of time for Emily or introvert recharge alone downtime. It is what it is. But maybe Friday morning until they get here, I can turn my phone off and just stitch or do some things around here that just bring me joy. That's what I need. I don't remember what I showed you guys last time. I think everything that's in my Flosstube basket I still need to show. So I've got a stack over there of all that. There was some time period that I just did not stitch. When I get super stressed out, I know I've said this before, I can't stitch. I just want to lay on the couch and binge watch a show at the end of the day. And usually a show that I've already seen. Because I just don't have, and I talked about this before, the executive function to do anything else. I'm just done. But let's go through what I accomplished. What little I did accomplish. Although it looks like a decent amount, but it's been a while since I filmed. So I pulled this chart out. I believe I showed it in the last video, but I continued to work on it a little bit more after that. This is Floral Motif Sampler by the Scarlet House. Yeah, there we go. It's really beautiful. I've seen other people finish it, and it's so pretty. I am doing this on a piece of marbled pointer from XG Designs. And I had about half this much done before I picked it up this last time. If you've never seen marbled pointer, it is a beautiful, like medium to dark mottled fabric. Can't really see what I'm showing. There we go. It's really lovely. It is so pretty. Don't know when I'll finish this one. It's not one I'm trying to push through and get done this year, but it is soothing to work on. I have this one in a really, really pretty bag. I believe this one, I'm not even gonna say. I love this bag. It's so pretty. Let's see, we'll put this here. For my birthday, I pulled out a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. And I end up working on this one on my birthday. It feels like a lot because I just love it, and I would love to see a finish eventually. But it is full coverage, so it's gonna take a bit of time. So beautiful. I'm stitching this with DMC on a piece of Zweigart Platinum, 36 count, 2/2. And again, gotta love it when Emily just leaves a thread until I got stressed out and just stopped. I was doing some fill-in. I know I did this orange flower, the suggestive flower below it, which strongly resembles some type of lady parts. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. Yeah, I got a lot of that done from that side of the tree. I love this. It's so pretty. And if you can get up close and just see, like it's one reason I enjoy doing 2/2 on 36. A lot of people don't because they feel like it's too bulky, it's too thick. But I love how vivid it makes the colors look. and how fluffy the stitches are. So it's a personal choice. This is how I do it. You do it how you do it. I'm a big you do you kind of person. Let's get this back in here. I will definitely pull this piece out again this year, just because it is such an enjoyable stitch. I started this piece with a disorderly stitcher. I talked about it in my last video that we were going to do this. It was released at market. I've had it since it was a limited edition release at a shop. This is Ann Kirby, 1845. See if I can get it without a glare. By Needlework Press. I am doing it in the, it calls for silks, or there is an overdyed cotton option. I'm doing the overdyed cotton option. And I am doing it on a piece of Color and Cotton Beethoven. They're the threads, super beautiful. Color and Cotton Beethoven is a great neutral. I had never seen it until I went to their shop when I went on a work trip to St. Louis last year, and it was really beautiful. It was just a perfect neutral, so I grabbed a fat half. I needed a fat half for this. I think it was going to be just a little big for a quarter on 36 count. Stressed Out Emily did not get that much done. I didn't, but I got to start, and that matters. That's important. So yes, Ann Kirby on Beethoven by Color and Cotton with the called for overdyed cottons. It started. Baby steps. Been working from home all morning and like trying to get things done that people are asking of me, and this is fine. This is what I'm currently working on. I am planning to devote time to this until I get caught up on it. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you see that in the floor, but you can't. You can come up here, but you can't chew on the plant. Come here. Everybody likes to see you. It's Buster. He's been napping in the sunroom. Come on. Come on. Attaboy. Say hello. Oh, they haven't seen you since your surgery. Oh, Buddy Boy has put some weight back on. And he's definitely acting more like a 16-year-old cat since he had his thyroid removed. He had hyperthyroidism, so we had put him on medication and did that for a little while, and then we had to do surgery because he had a tumor that came up on his side. So we just went in and had the thyroid removed at the same time. He's such a good boy. Yeah, you're gonna chew on my thumb. Ow. So he has gained some weight back where he had gotten so skinny from the hyperthyroidism, and his hair has grown back from the surgeries, and he's just living his best Buster life. Yes, you are. We just love him so much. He's 16. He's still playful, as you can tell. Nine. Can you hear him purring? Well, you were purring. Now you're just eating me. There it is. Oh, we love him so much. So Sweet Buster is doing great. Thank you everybody who has asked about him and is checking in. He's doing fantastic. Oh, just changed his food once again. He's been on the same food for a really, really long time, but I found what I think is a healthier food, hopefully, so we're going to go with that. It's a senior food. Yeah, senior food for Buster, and he freaking loves it. Yeah. I had also posted, so just in case anybody was worried, I posted on Instagram that we had moved our front door camera into our sunroom, and we had it aimed at the litter boxes because somebody was deciding to poop outside the litter box, and we were like, okay, we got to figure out who it is, what's going on. Well, we have determined it's Dharma, and we have determined that she has just decided that if the litter box isn't perfectly clean, she's not getting in there and pooping in there. She will go if it's clean. But if she or Buster has been in there, she's like, no, I'm a bit too, I don't do that. So Emily is scooping the litter box way more than I was. So, I was scooping it an okay amount. She's allowed to be that way, though. Honestly, I wouldn't want to go in a litter box that wasn't pristine. So I can't judge and hate on her too much. He's just purring. Here, buddy. Let's turn it this way so people can see you. Yeah. My sweet boy. My sweet, sweet boy. Okay, are you going to snuggle in and I'll get back to talking about cross stitch? Yeah. So I was way behind on the No Time Like the Present Modern Folk Embroidery Sale for 2024. And I had stated that I really, really, really wanted to keep up with it this year. And I've never done one of these before, but I've also never kept up with a sale perfectly before. And I can't say I'm keeping up with it perfectly because, like I said, I was behind. But I'm catching up. I am doing mine on a piece of Seraphim Chai, 36 count. And I'm doing it 2/2. And I'm doing it with Classic Colorworks Black Coffee and Polywog. I'm currently catching up on March, April, and May. It's May, so I'm trying to get all the way down through May. And right now, the bottom of this is the May cutoff. So, and then this line is the February cutoff. So yeah, I'm just trying to get caught up. I have all the polywog in on that half, and now I'm just coming back in with the, actually do I? Maybe not. I'm working on it. This is a really good piece to work on when you are a little stressed. Like, it's 2 colors, it's pretty simple. I've just been sitting in my chair, or not my chair, but on the other end of the couch here, underneath my art lamp, and just stitching in the evenings. Yeah, buddy. You leaving, or are you just gonna lay down? We're just gonna lay down. See this tail here? So yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm catching up. I worked on this for dark 13 stitching. I switched over and started doing the black for dark 13. I know that's a bit of a cheat, but it is kind of a mystical feeling piece with the moons and everything like that. So black stitching on this will probably be occurring every month on the 13th until I don't have this to stitch on anymore. It is what it is. So sticking this back over here in its beautiful project bag so that I can work on this again this evening. Haul. I think if I've already shown some of this, you get to see it again. So I'm going to separate this. I have a gift. I have some charts. I have thread and fabric clubs. Fabric clubs. And that's a gift. And okay, charts. charts that Emily has purchased. From 123 Stitch, I bought Winter Wonderland, which is a Blackbird design that was re-released. This was out of print for a long time and very hard to get your hands on. So I don't know when I would want to start this, but I have it. So there's that. This had been in my wish list on 123 Stitch, and then like it disappeared as something they didn't carry anymore, I'm assuming, because it never came back into stock. So I thought, I don't think that it's going out of print, but I got really scared. So I found a copy of Redbird Sampler by Brenda Gervais on a store on Etsy, and I bought this there because I just think it's so pretty. I love the colors. And as long as I was ordering, I also ordered this from them, which I think was on sale or clearance. Sampler House 1 by Plum Street Samplers. When I ordered from 123 Stitch, I also got this, which these are just threads for an artsy housewife piece that I wanted to kit up. This was the piece that was released at Market. It was the flowers. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I'll put a picture of it here. These are the threads for that. You know, I'm really feeling like maybe I've shown you guys these, but I'm crazy, so I'm doing it again. I have my April and May thread clubs from Color & Cotton. So if for some reason you don't want to see, especially what the May one is, look away. But here's April. So pretty, all those colors. And this one, even Jim, when it came in, he was like, wow, that's really pretty. I think he likes more reds and things like that. So I'm really enjoying being in this thread club and bulking up what I have of Color & Cotton threads. I think I also shared that I have joined Crinkle Crinkle Crinkle, the Bestitch Me fabric club. So I'm in their neutral fabric club. Maybe I have shown this one, I'm not sure. This is Gold Rush. This was the one that I received fabric before last, so maybe March. It's unique, but I'll use it for something, that's for sure. This one, I have a bigger piece of already. It's actually the fabric that made me fall in love with Bestitch Me and made me join this club. This is Not Another Sampler. Oh yes, and this is labeled. This is the April fabric of the month. It's beautiful. Just really simple, neutral. I have these from Mad Reminders. I'm going to sneeze. Hold. Not sure where that came from. This is from Mad Reminders. I ordered this Carolyn Manning chart from them that I thought was really lovely. And then they also gave me these minders. This cat. Oh my gosh, look at the grumpy cat. And then the Charlie Brown Halloween special, I Got a Rock. I mean, look how grumpy. So yes, I know that there is a Carolyn Manning sale going on right now, but I'm focused on my modern folk embroidery. Isn't that right, Buster? I have two gifts that I don't think I've shown. This is from a dear friend Chelsea. She realized she wasn't ever going to stitch these, so she gifted them to me. I would love to stitch, this is the Uffendale Sisters. I would love to at least stitch Antong. I love this one. I know my dear friend and sister wife Olivia B has done this, and she knocked it out of the park. Hers is amazing. There's these places in here for basically like freehand embroidery, and she did all of that. If you've never seen this completed, go check out Olivia B's channel. It's been a while since she finished it, but it's worth digging for. My other sister wife, the lovely Ellen Reed, Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. I'm pretty sure I have shown this. Sent this to me. I had let people know that it was on eBay and that it was beautiful and I loved it, but I was on like a no buy at the time, and that someone should buy this weirdo piece and give it some love. So she bought it and then she mailed it to me. So I still have to get this framed. I actually went to Michael's this past week and dropped off 2 pieces. I dropped off a ink circles piece that's a gift for my niece, and I dropped off the Weaver's Tapestry Band Sampler finally that I finished like last year. So I should be able to pick those up this weekend, hopefully. So I'll show those in my next video. What else? Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. I ordered some trees for the backyard. I have never planted trees before, so we wanted to plant mini trees. So I was trying to figure out an economical way to do it, and I found this nursery online that will ship you like dormant bare root trees, and it's like right at the end of the season where they'll ship them to you. So I ordered those. I actually talked to them on the phone this morning. They're shipping out today. So I've got to figure out where I'm putting holes and get those dug. And okay, so I asked Jim, I was like, you agree we need trees? He's like, yep, we need trees. Well, what kind of trees do you want? I don't care. Whatever you want to do. You have no opinion on trees. I have no opinion on trees. I can do whatever I want. Do whatever you want. So I ordered trees. And I'm the kind of person where, I mean, look at my house. Things don't match. There's beauty in the randomness, but there's a lot of just like, I don't want to say like haphazardness, but like I have like no plant that's the same. It is what it is. So I bought like a bunch of trees, and I bought like a ginkgo tree because I freaking love those. There is a children's home not that far from here over in Cedartown, and their campus is covered in ginkgo trees, and they're breathtaking. They're breathtaking. I bought a river birch tree because I love the peeling bark. I bought a bald cypress because we actually do have a bit of a water problem because we're in a flood area. So I figure if I plant the river cypress over there where the water comes into our yard, sometimes maybe it'll help drink that up. Plus, they're beautiful. I got a redbud tree because they're purple and they're pretty. And then I bought like several maples, different kinds of maple trees, because who doesn't love a good maple tree in the fall? So I get all these trees, and I sent the list to Jim, and he's like, okay. And then it's like, they're ordered. And then I kind of send him a picture of how I'm thinking that they should be laid out in the backyard where we need to dig holes. And he was like, I think it's really weird that you didn't buy all the same kind of tree. I'm not sure how this is going to look with like every single tree being different. Sir, if you had an opinion, you should have voiced that when I asked you if you had an opinion. But I love my husband. I love my husband. He's amazing. We have a fantastic relationship. But anyone who's married knows that those little moments like that make you go, are you kidding me? But anyway, I bought the trees that I wanted, and they're being shipped today. So I will be planting trees at some point, probably this weekend. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to plant bare root trees. I bought, to be delivered in a couple of days, some kind of rooting medium that people swear by that you put in the hole with the bare roots to help them establish really well. Other than that, if anybody has any suggestions, or you've done this, I know I'm going to need to stake them. I know that you can't plant up above the graft line, and the dirt really shouldn't go above where the dirt mark is on the tree. I hope, I've read all this stuff about how to mulch a brand new tree, and like this person says to use this kind of mulch. This person says don't you dare use that kind of mulch. I don't know. I'm winging it. I'm going to figure this out. So anyway, so they're going to arrive, and they're going to look like little sticks with roots, which I'm okay with. I'll get them in the ground, and hopefully they'll come out of dormancy and bud and start to grow fairly immediately. And maybe in 10 years, I'll have some really beautiful trees in my backyard. That's the plan. Buster's excited. Speaking of plants, I have some plants to show you guys. I pulled 3 because I often pull 3 plants to show you. I pulled one out of my greenhouse cabinet, and I think it was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I bought this plant and I showed it to you guys on a plant video. I'll take a screenshot and put it here. That's what this plant looks like when I bought it. If you were expecting me to show you a much larger version of that plant, that ain't happening. I thought I killed it. It did not like where it was living in my home. It does seem to enjoy it in the cabinet. Basically, I killed it down to a nub, a tiny little nub. And I was like, this was an expensive plant. I loved this plant. I'm gonna see if I can save it. So I put it in the sphagnum moss that it's still in, and it should be in dirt. I don't have time. So I put it in the sphagnum moss, and basically from the roots and the little tiny nub, I grew back this. This is a plant where the variegation can kind of come and go. And from what I read, this is a Philodendron Parisa Verde. And I have read that it's the kind of leaf that comes out. You can see this one is more variegated, is really determinant on the time of year that the leaf emerge. If it's during the growing season, it will come out more variegated. If it's during the winter, it's going to be more solid green, and just the conditions you have it in. So I'm probably gonna let this one grow just a little bit more in the cabinet, and then I'm gonna put it in some dirt and keep it in the cabinet, because it just is what it is. Ever since I've gotten really into plants, I have gotten a plant on my birthday. 2 years ago, I bought a cactus that's still in my kitchen window. It's called a Ming Thing cactus. I love it. It's still alive. It's up there. It hasn't grown a whole lot, but those types don't. Last year, Jim bought me a euphorbia for my birthday. I overwatered it. I killed it. It rotted. It is no more. I kill plants. It is what it is. Hey, buddy. Do you need it over here with Mom? Oh, don't fall. I mean, we're not a kitten anymore, guys. We are 16. Oh. You need Mama? Let me finish showing these plants. I'm going to put you right next to me. Jim and I we went out to dinner on my birthday. And then I said, let's go to the Home Depot and look at plants, and I'll see if I can find a birthday plant. So he ended up buying me this one, which I've never seen at a Home Depot and have never seen since. I put the stake in here. It wasn't in here. This is a Philodendron Mayoi, M-A-Y-O-I. These are very juvenile leaves. It can get quite large, and the leaves have these really huge lobes. And so like this one is a little bit more mature of a leaf, but they can get way more mature and loby than this, like huge. So it's been really exciting just watching this guy grow and put out these, like every leaf is so different. But this is a Proven Winners plant. If you go to Home Depot, they've got these a lot now. And they've been putting out some very different and interesting plants that you don't see normally. Like this was quite the expensive plant for a long time, and I got it for like $20-something. So I need to water this while I have it in here. The other one I'm going to share with you guys is just one I've had since pretty much the beginning of my plant journey, and it just keeps growing and thriving and being crazy. This is a Hoya. I love my Hoyas. It's got all these vines. Just wrap this around me here. And they grow together and just they're crazy. This is a Hoya pubicalyx. Let's see if I can get back with it. I ordered this one, I think, online. Something's hitting me in the head. I ordered this one, I think, online towards the beginning of my plant journey. You can't even see the pot anymore. It says sometimes I wet my plants. And it has just grown like crazy. And if you've never had a Hoya before, the way that they work is they'll shoot out these long vines, and then they will start to put leaves on those vines. But sometimes those vines, like these are newer, will just shoot out like crazy. You can see this one has little baby leaves on it. So yeah, this Hoya pubicalyx is just growing like crazy. It's got all these vines. I love it. I love it. Look at the splash on those leaves. So pretty. So yeah, I'll take it back out to the sunroom where it's living its best Hoya life. It also needs to be watered. As I stick my finger in the dirt. Yeah. Okay, I need to get back to work. That is that. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm going to try so much harder to be back sooner rather than later. Although I will say that our reaccreditation visit is in the beginning of June. So it may be after the beginning of June when you see me. This too shall pass. This is fine. Love you guys. Happy stitching. If you didn't unsubscribe during the time that I was away, thank you. And Sean, don't forget to get in touch with me. I'll try to reach out to you and I'll get your winnings out to you. Y'all have a great day.